So Sandi's starting in a child's pose. I'm going to ask him to widen his knees. You can widen your knees too. And think about stretching a little bit through the inseam of the leg. And for a moment, just begin to check in with yourself. Arrive on your yoga mat. Allow the hips to sink down towards the mat. And the fingers to stretch a bit forward. And let your breath become rhythmic, even, and smooth. Pause for just another moment. Letting the breath lengthen your side bodies. Lengthen the spine. And as you find an inhale, travel up to an all fours. And with the exhale, carry back to your downward facing dog. Now, instead of moving around a lot in the down dog, let there be stillness. Just begin to feel into the posture. Notice the quality of your breath, the quality of your gaze, and the quality of your thoughts. With every inhale, get a little bit longer. And with every exhale, get a little bit softer. Take 2 more breaths. Last one here, a full inhale. And an easy exhale. Begin to walk your feet right up to the backs of your hands. Turning it into first a flat back as you inhale. And as you exhale, turn it into your forward fold. And hang out here a moment too. Maybe letting the knees bend a little bit at the beginning. Lifting the sitting bones and letting your heart travel down. Find another easy full inhale. And a good exhale. As you inhale again, take a flat back, lengthen your heart forward. And as you exhale, forward fold. Now let your knees bend and find a first chair pose. Lift your heart up towards the sky, the arms follow. Maybe even take the gaze to the horizon or up towards the thumbs. For a moment, just create a little bit of heat here with your ujjayi breath. Begin to lift in and up through the low belly button. Take one more inhale. Exhale it completely. And with your next inhale, stand all the way up. And exhale, let your palms circle round to your heart. With your next inhale, lift your arms back up, take your gaze up. And as you exhale, create a forward fold. Lead with the heart. As you inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. And as you exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, stand all the way back up, arms overhead. Look towards your thumbs. And as you exhale, hands circle right down to the heart. Look towards your fingertips. Again, inhale, reach up, gaze up. And as you exhale, leading with the heart, forward fold. As you inhale, lift the heart forward, flat back, extend. And as you exhale, forward fold, relax. Let the inhale carry you right back up, arms overhead, palms touch, gaze goes towards thumbs. And exhale, hands circle around to the hearts, gaze to fingertips. Last time, inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, leading with the chest. Good. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. And exhale, forward fold, release. Use the inhale to press the feet, stand all the way back up, get long. And exhale, hands to heart, gaze to fingertips. This time moving on. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. And exhale, forward fold, relax. As you inhale, take a flat back, lift and lengthen. And as you exhale, step your right foot back, find a lunge position. Use the inhale to lengthen your arms up towards the sky. And right away, as you exhale, reach right back down to the front foot. Step back to your downward facing dog, hips back. With your inhale, float forward, plank pose. And exhale, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up dog or a cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. 2 breaths. Take a breath in. Easy, full breath out. Spread out the fingers. Find another inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, step your right foot back forward between your hands. Let the exhale carry out. Inhale, reach all the way back up, arms overhead. And exhale, palms to the front of the mat. Step forward, forward fold. Yes. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. And exhale, forward fold. With the inhale, travel back up all the way. And exhale, hands to heart, neck relaxed. Good. Again, inhale, reach up, gaze up. And exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. And as you exhale, palms down, left foot steps back. Find your lunge. With the inhale, carry the chest up, arms lift. And as you exhale, palms back towards the mat, step back, downward facing dog. With the inhale, plank pose, shoulders over wrists. And exhale, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Lift the chest with the inhale. And the exhale pulls you back, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale. And exhale, easy breath out. 1 more. And exhale. You step the left foot forward and arrive. As you find your next inhale, lengthen up, lunge pose. And as you exhale, palms back to the front of the mat, step forward, forward fold. Good. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. And exhale, forward fold, relax. Let the inhale carry you back up all the way to standing, arms reach up. And exhale, thumbs to heart, gaze to fingertips. 1 more round, just like that. Inhale, reach up, lengthen the sides. Exhale, forward fold, leading with the heart. Good. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. And exhale, step back, right foot towards the back of the mat, bend the left knee. Inhale, reach up, low lunge. Stay there, exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And as you exhale, palms back to the front of the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Yes. Inhale, forward, plank. And exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart open. And exhale, downward facing dog. Easy breath in. And full breath out. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Step the right foot forward. Lower the left knee back down. Inhale, peel it open and up. Look towards the fingertips if it's okay on your neck. Stay for an extra breath. Get long through your sides. Exhale, hands back to the front of the mat. Step forward to your forward fold this time. Yes. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. Exhale, let it go, forward fold. Let the inhale travel back up, arms overhead, palms touch. And exhale, thumbs to heart, gaze to fingers. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. Exhale, palms down, left foot steps back, right knee bends, left knee to the floor. Inhale, reach up, Anjaneyasana. Stay there, exhale. One more, inhale. And as you exhale, hands back to the front of the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose, come forward. Exhale, chaturanga, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Easy, full breath out. And one more, steady the gaze. And exhale, full breath out. Step the left foot forward between your hands. Lower the right knee. Inhale, reach up. Stay for an extra breath. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale, hands back to the front of the mat. Let's step forward. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Let the inhale travel back up. Arms overhead. Palms touch. And exhale, thumbs to heart, gaze to fingertips. Good. Again, inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, leading with the chest. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. Last time, fingertips down, right foot steps back, right knee lowers to the mat. Let the inhale carry you up and open. And right away, exhale, hands back to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Travel to your plank with your inhale and exhale, chaturanga. Let the inhale open it up and the exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale a breath and exhale it out. With this inhale, let your right leg lift up towards the sky. And as you exhale, bend the knee, open the waist, take the heel back towards the glute. Yes. Now think about the shoulders being fairly neutral or squared off. So the left shoulder lifts a little bit and your gaze can go under your right armpit towards the side. Yes. One or two more breaths staying there. Trying to stretch out that side line. Good. One more with that inhale. Get a little bit higher through the upper knee. And as you exhale, draw the knee towards your nose, step the right foot forward between your hands, lower the left knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Good, one more breath here. And exhale, palms back to the floor. Step forward, forward fold. Good, inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way back up, arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, thumbs to heart, gaze towards fingertips. Last round. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. Exhale, palms down, left foot steps back, lower the left knee down. Inhale, one breath to lift up. And exhale, hands to the mat, step back, down dog. Take a breath. As you exhale, soften the jaw, the neck. With your inhale, stretch your left leg up towards the sky. And as you exhale, let the knee bend open, let the heel come towards the glutes. And then check in with your shoulders, the torso. Try to de-rotate, lifting a little bit of air under that right shoulder. And then your gaze goes under the left arm. Yes. Stay there, pressing evenly and strongly into the palms. With that last inhale, get a little bit taller through the upper knee. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Step it forward. Anjaneyasana. With an inhale, lift up through the heart and arms. And stay there. Exhale. One more. Exhale, palms back to the floor. Step forward. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Let the inhale carry you back up to standing, arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, thumbs to heart, gaze to fingers. This time, sun A, reach up with the inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. As you exhale, palms down, you can step or jump back through a chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Yeah, and then find a few breaths. Just take your time again to find the posture. Keep the breath steady and even. The eyes focused towards the back of the mat or the creases of the ankles. And the eyes are softly focused. A couple more breaths. And you let each inhale lengthen you out just a little bit more. And the exhales finding softness through the jaw, the face, the eyes. You find one more breath here, full inhale. Exhale it out. As you inhale, let your heels lift away from the mat. Look forward and exhale, bend your knees, then step or jump back to the front. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, rise back up, arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, thumbs to the heart. Relax through the shoulder girdle. Do it again. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, leading with the heart, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. Exhale, palms down, step or jump through a chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up dog or a cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Good. And you have a few breaths again. Just arriving, creating heat, creating a rhythm to your breath. Focusing on creating length along the side bodies. Imagining the inner thighs spiraling back. Take one more nice, easy inhale. The gaze softens as you exhale. And this next inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, step or jump. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. The inhale carries you back up, arms overhead, palms touch. And the exhale, thumbs to heart, gaze to fingertips. Last one. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. Exhale, palms down, step or jump through a chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Now this time, instead of staying in this posture, you might walk your feet just a little bit closer to your hands. Yeah. You're going to gaze back towards the left foot and take your right arm to twist underneath you towards the left outer ankle or shin bone and make a little twist. Yes. You might even bend that left elbow just a little bit to pull your body into that twist. And you find just one more breath here. And as you're ready, with an exhale, you gently release it. Right palm back towards the front of the mat. Reset your down dog first. And then as you're ready, you switch the sides. Right palm presses into the earth. Left arm reaches back, spiraling the torso towards the sides. And you keep lifting back through the inner thighs and the outer waist. Maybe gaze under that front arm. One more breath. When you're ready, you release it with an exhale, gently. Arrive back, down dog. Now you press evenly through both hands again and rotate back through the inner thighs. Maybe you let an exhale fall out of the mouth if it feels good. And then with that next inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step or jump, front of the mat. Flat back with the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Yes. Inhale, lift back up all the way. Arms overhead, get long. Exhale, thumbs to your heart. Gaze to your fingers. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And easy breath out. With the next inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee towards right shoulder or elbow, shoulders over wrist. Inhale, send it up and back. Same thing on the left side. Exhale, draw it forward, right to left. Send it back up, inhale. Exhale, right knee towards your nose, step the right foot between your hands. This time, spiral the left heel onto the mat and turn it into your warrior two. Come all the way up. Yes. Take a moment to arrive in the pose. Set the feet. Notice your front knee over the front ankle. And then lengthen from the center of the heart out towards the fingertips. Yeah, as if you're trying to stretch the heart space open. You're going to stand up nice and tall. And gaze out over that front middle finger. Notice where you can soften. You take one more. Yeah, and with your inhale, you're going to float the left hand down, float the right arm up, take a reverse warrior, and get long through that side body. And as you exhale, right hand goes down towards the right inner arch or right elbow towards the right knee, extended side angle. Yes. Good, and that left arm floats right over the top of your left ear, and you try to get long through the side waist and reach actively through the front fingers. You breathe, trying to spiral the chest, the torso open. And one more inhale. As you exhale, hand to the floor. Hands under your shoulders, float the back ankle off the mat, then squeeze the right heel up towards the right glute while the knee squeezes in towards your shoulder. Yes. Now you're just going to shoot that right leg back to meet the left as you maybe go into a chaturanga. Sandi's adding on. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Yes. Take a breath in. An easy full breath out. With an inhale, left leg floats up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee towards left shoulder or elbow, shoulders over wrist. Inhale, send it up and back. And exhale, left towards right, come forward. Nice breath, carries you back. Inhale. Exhale, left knee towards your nose, step the foot forward. Then find your warrior two. Plant the back heel on the mat. Actively press through that back foot. And then lengthen your arms towards the front and the back of your room. Good. You take a moment just to find the space in this posture. Reach actively through your back fingers. Breathing in and out of the nose. And imagining the spine lifting from the waist all the way up to the crown of the head towards the sky. Maybe you find one more breath as you gaze over your front middle finger. And with an inhale, you float it back into your reversed. Right palm finds the right thigh, left arm up towards the sky. Get it long. Take one extra breath. And as you exhale, left elbow goes towards your left knee or left palm to the inner arch of the left foot as the right arm floats up and over that front ear, the upper ear. You breathe here. Still trying to anchor through that back foot and rotating the torso up and open towards the sky. Perhaps as the left shoulder presses in towards the left knee actively. You take one more breath in. Then let an exhale bring your palms back towards the floor. Hands under shoulders. Pop the back heel off the mat. Then squeeze left heel towards left glute as left shoulder goes towards knee. Maybe you shoot it back or you take a little arm balance moment. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Full, easy breath out. Good. Inhale, let your heels lift. Exhale, knees bend, gaze forward, step or jump back to the front. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Let the inhale travel back up, arms towards the sky, gaze up. Exhale, thumbs to your heart, gaze to your fingers. Breathe. Pause. Wipe the sweat. Good. As you're ready, with an inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. Exhale, palms down, step or jump through the chaturanga. With an inhale, opening the chest, proud heart. And exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Yeah, take a breath in again. Exhale it all the way out. With your inhale, float the right leg up towards the sky. Now this time, as you exhale, right knee towards right shoulder, shoulders over wrist. Last time this happens. Inhale, send it up and back. Exhale, right towards left, shoulders over wrist with the exhale. Inhale, send it up and back. Exhale, right knee towards your nose, step forward, foot at the front of the mat. This time, warrior one stance. Step the left foot a little bit closer in, turn the ankle in, then turn your hips towards the front of your mat and reach your arms up towards the sky. Yes. Now you're going to become really actively pressing that right knee over right ankle as long as it doesn't compromise the back leg. Good. And trying to lift up through the side bodies, the heart, and the fingertips. You think about actively stretching through the inseams of the legs, getting strong through your legs. Good. I want you to take one more inhale as you lengthen up. And as you exhale, you're going to fold into a pyramid pose. Hands come through heart center, front leg lengthens out, and eventually the heart bows forward. You noticed Sandi walked his foot in a little closer. You might find the same, makes it easier. And you might even find that blocks under the hand are preferred. You're breathing easy, long breaths, trying to get into that front leg, the hamstring. Couple more breaths. One more. Trying to ground through the front mound of the big toe. Now as you inhale, lengthen into a flat back again. And you're going to gently bend your right knee, crawl the fingertips a bit forward, and come into a warrior three. So the hips are going to stay square. You're going to come onto the fingertips, come onto the right leg, lift the left heel up towards the sky. Now at this point, the torso is a little bit low. You might find the strength of the torso to lift up, hands under heart. Yes. Now you breathe. Notice if the breath is gone. Back toes are rotated down towards your mat. You take one more breath in. Now you can release it, hands back to the mat. Release the toes back towards the mat. Little standing split if you want it. Step back, downward facing dog. Yes. Take a breath in and exhale it out. You can stay or you can travel through a vinyasa. It's up to you what your body needs. Letting your breath determine your postures. And then eventually finding your way back to that downward facing dog. Nice even ujjayi breath. Other side. With your inhale, left leg goes up towards the sky. And exhale, left knee towards left shoulder, shoulders over wrist. Send it back with the inhale, get long. Exhale, left to right, shoulders over wrist, creating some heat. Send it up and back. And exhale, knee towards nose, step forward, front of the mat. This is your warrior one stance. Walk the back heel a little closer, turn the heel in, anchor that foot, and then lengthen up all the way. Beautiful. Now you're rotating your right hip forward and the left hip back. And at the same time, lengthening up through your side bodies, breathing into your side ribs, and lengthening up through the sides. Take one or two more breaths, trying to open the heart. Last big inhale here. And as you exhale, take it easy, hands back towards the heart center, and then let yourself fold into that pyramid pose. You might walk the back heel in just a bit as you straighten the front leg and lengthen your heart down towards the shin bone. And you might find a little bit of rhythm with the breath, that every inhale is getting a little longer, and every exhale is letting you curl in a little deeper. You think about anchoring through the inner arch of the front foot, through the big toe mound. You take one more, two more of your breaths. And with With an inhale, you let your heart lengthen back forward. Come onto your fingertips. Bend that left knee just a little bit, and then slowly crawl it forward towards a warrior 3. And then as you find your balance, perhaps fingertips up towards the heart. Now I want you to press your palms actively together and imagine a little cobra-like lift under the heart. Yes. You stay. Nice long breath from the back of the foot to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, you release hands towards floor, maybe lifting the right leg up for just a moment, a little standing split moment, then stepping it back, finding your downward facing dog. Yes. Good. You take a breath in. An easy full breath out. As you inhale, lift your heels up, lift the hips. Exhale, flex the knees, gaze towards your thumbs, step or jump back to the front. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, lengthen up through your arms and the side bodies. Yes. Good. Now you take an extra breath here, get a little longer through that right side body. And as you exhale, take the right elbow over to the left knee and create a twist. Good. You really concentrate on pressing elbow towards knee, knee towards elbow, and then spiraling the chest and heart open. Now you're trying to align thumbs to the center line of the heart, and the gaze goes up past left shoulder. You breathe, notice if you're feeling anything, heat, tension. See if you can soften the tension, but let the heat live. Let an inhale carry you back to center. Reach up, chair pose. And as you exhale, left elbow towards outer right knee, other side. Stay again for a few moments, breathing. Trying to keep the knees even at the front of the mat. Doing great. Spiraling thumbs towards the center of the heart and gazing up towards the sky. See if you're clenching the toes, the jaw, grasping with the eyes. See if you can let it soften. Then let an inhale, open it back up, chair pose. Last one. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Good. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. Then as you exhale, take a forward fold again. Let your feet widen a bit so they come to hip width apart. Good. You're going to take your peace fingers, gently wrap them around your big toes. Sandi's going to make a flat back again. As he inhales, lengthen his heart forward. And as you exhale, forward fold. Good. This time you stay, bending the elbows, using the strength of the arms to draw your heart down gently. Imagining your sitting bones to lift up. You might feel more comfortable with bent knees. And I want you to concentrate on bringing belly towards thighs rather than rounding spine. Nice active ujjayi breathing in and out of the nose. He's going to take one more full inhale. Exhale, soften the jaw, the gaze. And you can release the big toes. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. As you exhale, palms come back down onto the mat. You step back. You can make chaturanga through a flow, or you can go right back to a down dog, skipping the vinyasa. Your choice. Easy inhale to open the heart, and full exhale to lift you up and back. Good. Big inhale. And easy exhale. With your inhale, stretch the right foot up towards the sky, three-legged dog. And this time, exhale, knee towards your nose, step the right foot between your hands, find your warrior 2 again. Back heel towards the mat, hips open towards the side wall, torso lifted towards the sky, arms lengthening to the front and the back of your mat. Beautiful. Now this time, as you inhale, straighten the front leg and come into a reverse warrior. Lift up through that right arm and side body. And as you exhale, keep all of that length in the side body as you pull the right hip back and find your triangle position. Yes. Now you spiral back up through the front heart. And concentrate on stacking the shoulders and lifting up through the top fingertips. You stay. Gaze goes up towards that upper arm. And that Underside body becomes long. One more big inhale. As you exhale, bend your front knee again, taking right knee over right ankle, and then just release the left arm back along your side body. You're going to spiral the thumb down and then reach that palm behind your waist. And as the palm is finding that space behind your waist, you open up again through that left shoulder and heart. You stay, making a little twist. One more breath in, gazing up. As you exhale, you'll release it gently, palms back towards the floor, hands under shoulders. Your choice, stepping back down dog, or again, taking that little float of right heel towards the glute or Kundalini, and then jump back through a vinyasa or not, arriving back to your downward facing dog. Yes. Take a big breath, inhale. Easy fold, exhale. One more side. Inhale, left leg goes up towards the sky, get long. And exhale, left knee towards your nose. Step the foot forward between your hands. Warrior two with the inhale, rising up. Exhale, stay there. Good. Anchor through the back foot, lengthen through your arms, lift up through the center of the heart space. And then with an inhale, straighten that front leg. Reversed warrior, stretch it back. And as you exhale, triangle pose, keeping the side body long, palm towards foot, shin, block, or mat, your choice. Good. As you find your position in your triangle, pull back through that under left hip and lengthen forward through the center of your torso. Stay there for just a moment. Imagine stretching into that inseam of the leg, the left leg, drawing the right hip open towards the sky. And then gently rebend that front knee. Take your time to find that extended side angle position again. And this time, your right arm lengthens towards the side, thumb spins down. Maybe you find a grasp of the inner left thigh, a grasp of your t-shirt. You take a little half bind. You're going to spiral that right heart open towards the sky, trying to open the chest. And then as you're ready, just gently with an exhale, release, palms towards the mat, stepping back to a down dog or through a little Kundalini. Coming back, maybe a vinyasa if it feels right. Trying to moderate your breath with the movement. Exhale, downward facing dog. Yes. Now this time, prepare to jump forward. You're going to let your feet jump towards the edges of your mat rather than between the hands. Find an inhale, let the heels lift up. Exhale, flex the knees, step or jump. You're going to find Malasana position. Good. Now you're going to press your elbows in towards that inner knee, thumbs to heart, and lengthen up through your chest. Now for a moment, you might shut down the eyes and let your gaze come internally. Notice how you're doing. Notice the heat. Notice your breath. See if you can become unclenching with the toes, the teeth, and at the same time active through the press of the elbows towards the knees and the knees towards the elbows. And then let your eyes softly open if they're not already. Release the right palm down towards the mat and crawl it over past the right toes. Yes. You're going to anchor that palm and then from that space, reach your left arm open towards the sky. Yes. Now some of you might even choose to take it a little further. Turn the left thumb down towards the earth as you reach it behind your torso and then reach the right palm over towards the left palm. If you can, you're going to grab your own left wrist and try to gently tug on the arm to increase the twist, the bind. Good. You take one more big breath in. And as you exhale, you'll gently release. Take your time to come back through the reach and back to center. Yes. Now, just as easy as the first side, you're going to release left palm towards the earth, crawl it off past the left foot, and then use all of that space to lift the right heart open towards the sky. Yes. Now, your choice, you stay here, opening the chest or letting the bind happen by turning the left thumb down, reach behind the torso, palms, fingertips, grasp, and then gently pull to lift the right heart open. Now all the time, left shoulder is pressing back into left knee is pressing into left shoulder. Teeth unclenched. Take one more. Full inhale. And then let it go. Release. Maybe taking a moment to stretch it open one more time. And then palms to heart. Let your palms come back down towards the floor. And then lift your waist up towards the sky. Forward fold. Yes. Sandi wants to make a crow pose. And you're welcome to join him. Palms on the floor. Good. Knees towards the armpits. Heart a bit forward. Palms spread out. Gaze towards the front of the mat. This is all optional. Maybe one toe lifts off the floor. Maybe all of your toes lift. And as you're ready, you're going to step it back, jump it back, shoot it back through a vinyasa, using the inhale to lift your heart and the exhale to find your downward facing dog. Good. Take an inhale here and let the exhale calmly flow out. You're going to come back to your front of the mat again. Inhale, heels lift, hips lift. Exhale, knees bend, gaze towards the thumbs, step or jump. Find a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale, thumbs to your heart. Good. Now you can choose what side you're going to step back. Sandi's going to step his left foot back and he's going to spiral his toes towards the side of his mat. Toes can even spiral a bit inward so that the heels are further out than the toes. You can bring your hands right onto the waist, shrug the elbows back, lift the torso, the heart. Take an inhale, lengthen up. And as you're ready, with an exhale, bow forward, leading with the heart. Good. And let your fingertips come towards the mat. You might take one more inhale, flat back to lengthen. As you exhale, bow in. Good. I want you just to stay for a moment here. Palms can come underneath the elbow space. You're going to lengthen down through the torso, through the heart towards the mat. You're going to focus on softening a bit through the shoulder space, softening through the jaw, and breathing. Nice ujjayi breath. You might press a little more into your palms and use that press to draw your heart a little bit more towards the mat. Take one more inhale, lifting the tailbone, the sitting bones up. Good. And now, nice and easy, walk your hands back underneath your shoulders, lengthen your heart forward, inhale. As you exhale, firm your belly, bring your hands back towards your hips, and then bent knees a little bit, rise up. Good. Hands to heart. And then walk your feet back closer together. You're going to bring your feet to a little bit beyond hip width. And nice and easy, you're going to hands towards hips, take a forward fold again. Good. And keep a lot of length in the torso. And release your fingertips down towards the mat. Good. Now your right palm is going to reach back behind you and you're going to bend your knees. So not super deep bend, but just a nice bend in both of your knees. Right palm reaches back towards the floor and underneath you. Take this one towards the mat, walk it back here. Yes, and you're going to make little fingertips on the floor, like this perhaps. And then that left arm is going to reach out around and back towards the waist. Yeah. And now he's going to reach his palms together if he can find them. He reaches for his wrist of the left hand. He's going to look back down towards that left toe, big toe, and gently maybe walk the right foot a little bit closer to the left. And so gently shifting a little bit more towards center. Gaze down towards your left toe and then imagine lifting the right knee up towards the sky. So putting the weight into the left side, pulling up through the core, the torso, and lengthening up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Take a moment to find balance. You may or may not choose to want to extend through that right leg. Beautiful. Lift up through the center of the heart, the crown of the head as you press down through that left leg. Very good. And you're breathing. If you fall out, no big deal. You come back or you let it go. When you're ready, you release with an exhale, coming out similar to how you came in. So right foot travels back down gently towards the mat as the torso releases back over that left thigh. Yes. Release your arms. Good. Take a moment just to lengthen your heart back out, flat back, and exhale, forward fold. Now, if you're ready, you're going to come right into that other side. There's a gentle bend in both of your knees. And this time, the left palm is going to reach back as you hug the left shoulder towards the left knee. Good. And as you're ready with that right arm, you're going to reach it up and around and back. You're going to make the clasp, taking your time. You're going to spread out the anchor of the right foot and begin to walk maybe that left foot a little bit closer to the right. Just do what feels right. You gaze down towards the mat, create a drishti, a focal point. And as you're ready, with an inhale, you're going to pull your way up. And you're going to use the strength of the core, the belly, the hip flexor to try to open it. Yes. Beautiful. You're going to try to straighten through the bottom knee and up through the heart, the torso. And it's your choice. You might want to straighten the leg out a little bit or a lot or not. Good. Notice what happens with your balance. See if you can keep the breath full and active. The gaze are going to pick a spot to focus on and stay there. And then when you're ready, the exhale carries you gently back out, foot to the floor. And then release the arms. Release into a forward fold. Good. Find an inhale for a flat back. And then exhale, fold. Great. And you can gently take it all the way back to standing. Inhale. And exhale. Thumbs to the heart. Good. Gently come back to the front of your mat. I'm going to come through one last sun A here. Root through your feet. Use an inhale as you're ready to lengthen back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, your choice, palms down, step or jump through a chaturanga, or you skip it, find a down dog. The inhale opens the chest, and the exhale pulls it all the way back, downward facing dog. Yeah, very nice. Take a couple of breaths just to arrive back in this place, to find the ground under the palms and the feet at this point, pressing through both sides equally, lifting up and back through the tail, the outer waist. Find one more easy inhale. Exhale it out. Now with that inhale, lift your heels away from the mat and exhale your knees to the floor, all fours. Yes. Now you're going to let your right knee draw towards the center of the mat. So it's going to come to a point somewhere under your gaze. And your left knee is going to travel behind it so that the left knee goes behind the right knee, twisting the legs together. Yes. And the heels are going to go out towards the side as you sit back. And now you get a little stretch in the outer hips. You're going to try to bring both of your sitting bones onto the ground or sitting bones onto a block, hands towards the palms of the foot. And you're going to inhale, lengthen up through your heart, get nice and tall. And as you exhale, you're going to bow in as far as it feels good for you. And maybe the chin comes right over the front knee. You're going to relax the shoulder blades away from each other. Shoulders and heart relax. Hips heavy. Good. And you're just going to breathe into that position for a few moments. Letting your eyes perhaps close if it feels right. Now you have some options for how you're going to get into the other side. But first you're going to inhale, lift the heart back up. I know Sandi likes to transition through a tripod headstand. That's one option. He's bringing his hands forward, putting the elbows over the wrist, crown of the head to the floor, coming up, and then finding your other side and coming back down. If that's not for you, you can come right back through an all fours position, or you can even make kind of a fancy rotation maneuver where you just spin around, relocate. Good. Do it however you want. See if you can find a position where your left knee ends up on top of the right knee, hands to the palm of the foot. Get nice and tall through the heart, and then bow forward. Yes. And again, a moment to let go. Soften where you can. Let the heart melt down towards that front thigh. And focus in on your breath. Trying to find the sitting bones even and heavy on the floor, getting a little stretch through that outer hip space. And as you're ready, with an inhale, you'll lengthen back up, lifting the torso. And this time you're going to release into a wide V. And so you might choose to reorient yourself so one heel is at the front of the mat and one heel is at the back. Or you might do your wide V right where you are. Yes. Beautiful. The fingertips can come right out in front of you. You'll take an inhale, lift the heart and torso. And as you exhale, with the toes and knees pointed up towards the sky, you might crawl your heart forward just a bit. So you're going to come to a place where the low spine doesn't collapse or curl in. You're going to try to keep that space nice and long as you stretch the heart forward. And again, the eyes might close. You just take the gaze internally, focusing in on your breath. Keeping a nice long spine. And find one more breath in the posture. You're going to gently bring the fingertips under the shoulders if you're lowered, and use the inhale to lift back up. Good. And then turn it into your Baddha Konasana. Take your time. Hug the feet back together. The palms of the foot come together, the knees open wide towards the side walls. And you might place blocks under the knees if they want your support today. Fingertips eventually make their way towards the palm of the foot. And you're going to, just like you did before, use an inhale to lift the heart up and exhale to bow in. And breathe into the posture. And this one you can let the chin tuck in gently towards the chest and even enjoy a little rounding through the upper back, a little space between the two shoulder blades. You might tug a little on the arms to help pull the torso forward. Gently, of course. Noticing your edges. One more, two more breaths. And with an inhale, lengthen back up through the heart. And exhale, arrive. Now you have a choice to come into a reverse plank posture or a reverse tabletop. You take your time to find your way there. The palms eventually end up underneath the shoulder space, and feet either at the front of the mat or palms of the foot under the knees. You're going to use an inhale to lift up through your torso, your belly button, and the exhale draws the chin away from the chest. You stay for 3 to 5 of your breaths, maybe breathing out of the mouth if it feels okay to release some heat. And the whole time thinking about widening the collarbones, the space between the heart, widening the shoulders. Depending on where you are with your breath, you might find that one last big inhale, committing to the pose. And as you exhale, chin towards chest, waist towards the floor. Good. Now you have a choice to come through one more vinyasa, or you go right back down onto your mat. You might even take a little moment to float in through a lolasana, jumping back, finding breath again, finding movement. Good. One more breath here. And then jumping forward if you've come through your vinyasa and orienting yourself towards the floor. This time you're going to hug your knees up towards the sky, pointing the kneecaps towards the ceiling. Heels are going to be sitting bone width apart, hip width apart, toes in front of heels, fingertips stretching down towards the heels. Good. And you're going to press down through the shoulders, the arms, and gently lift up through the belly button towards the sky, creating your bridge. So rolling up vertebra by vertebra until you find your posture. You're going to pay attention to the position of the knees directly over the ankles. Trying to spiral the foot towards parallel. See if you can, yes. And then lifting up through the center of the thigh and noticing perhaps how the glutes are working and seeing if you can play with softening them just a little bit. And find one more breath in. And when you're ready, you exhale, release, mid back to low back to the mat. And this time, let your knees, or feet rather, step wide towards the edges of the mat and let your knees relax towards the center line. Or you can create a Supta Baddha Konasana. Either one. Let the low spine neutralize again. Let the body relax. And you create one more bridge pose, or perhaps for those of you who feel like you want it in your practice today, you make a wheel. Take your time to find your way into your chosen posture. Letting the inhale carry you into the posture. And breathing with your even ujjayi breath as you find your way to lift the heart, the belly. And one of these exhales, as you're ready, you're going to let it peel back out, nice and easy. Taking down the spine, perhaps vertebra by vertebra. And letting go. Now your choice again, feet wide, knees narrow, or Supta Baddha Konasana. If you take Supta Baddha Konasana, you might choose to bring the arms beyond the top of the head and gently hold on to your elbows, letting it become a shoulder opener as well as a waist hip opener. A couple of easy breaths. And from here, you can hug your knees back in towards your chest, just gently, really being mindful of your low spine. If you want, you give them a little hug. You even can rock a little side to side. And you let one knee wrap over the other, right knee over left. Left toes perhaps find the earth. And you create a twist. And so you can find the twist that feels right for you. You could wrap the knees or just make stacked knees, or taking a variation similar to Sandi is doing with the right leg extended, left knee bent, palms finding feet. And the whole time you're here, you're breathing and trying to lengthen the upper side body as you look back over the right shoulder. Take it easy and find your way back through neutral. And create the other position, the opposite. Taking your time to roll into the posture. Maybe recentering the hips towards the center of your mat if needed. And then arriving with your breath. Soft mind, soft eyes. Soft jaw, beginning to release the effort of the practice, letting go towards your mat. Take your time, come back to center. And hug your knees in towards your chest. Consider finishing it off with a happy baby. Some of you might choose to pause the video and make an inversion at this point. Sandi's going to do it after his practice. Take a moment in your happy baby, rotating a little bit side to side. And then as you're ready, releasing all the way towards the Shavasana. And hugging the knees in first, and then extending legs one by one towards the edge of your mat. This is where you will end your practice, letting the body become soft, letting the eyes close and staying here as long as it feels right for you today. So, thank you for sharing your practice with us today. Thank you for sweating with me today.
Thank you for teaching today.
And we hope to see you again soon, live in person.
Namaste.
Namaste.